Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the brand new Dewbauchee, what is it called? Rapid GT X. Now I'm customizing all the cars today from the new DLC, and this is one that it kind of confuses me a little bit because it's basically the Dewbauchee Spectre at the back, and it kind of looks like a hybrid of like the 370 and the Dewbauchee 770 to me in the front. I'm not 100% sold on it. So anyway, we're gonna start customizing armor all the way up, of course, brakes all the way up, engine all the way up as well. We got the turbo, let's go ahead and throw that on, the race transmission as well. For the suspension, I think that I'm going to lower it, but only to street suspension. I think that's going to look pretty good on this. And with that being said, let's go ahead and start customizing. For the exhaust, we have the titanium tipped exhaust, the oval exhaust, the hexagon exhaust, the chrome exhaust, the carbon wrapped exhausts, and the triple exhaust. Triple exhaust seems interesting to me. I'm going to go for that one. For the grille, we have a silver mesh grille that we can do as an option here. We also have the secondary grille insert, the horizontal grille slats, the horizontal and vertical slats, the chrome horizontal slats, and the chrome horizontal and vertical. I would assume slats, but I don't know. We'll go horizontal and vertical. I think that looks pretty good. For the hood, we got the vented hood as an option. We have the Dewbauchee hood as well. Kind of like the Dewbauchee hood. That's kind of cool. Got the raised hood. We have the tuner hood, which is similar. Let's go ahead and change the color of the car. It's getting a little bit challenging for me to see what the hell is actually going on here. So we got the raised hood and the tuner hood. Oh, okay, so it's just, okay, it goes down the middle. Okay, I see. Street hood, we got the race hood as well. That's really ugly looking. We have the competition hood and the pinned competition hood. Out of them all, I'd say like the tuner hood or the raised hood are definitely the best. I think I'm going to go for the raised hood. I think that just looks a little bit better, so we'll do that. We'll go xenon for the lights. We will also throw a neon kit on this thing just to lower the center of gravity a little bit. We do have some stripe options and some livery options. We got the black factory stripe. We have the factory white and the factory color as well. We have the GT graphics. That's kind of a cool livery, I must say. We have the full course yellow, the Dynasty 8 Racing, the multi-stripes mono, the Ragarum Racing, and the Squadron liveries. The Squadron livery is kind of interesting. Out of them all, I would say the GT graphics is probably my favorite, but not, maybe I will go for it. I don't know. I gotta think about my build here. We're gonna go yellow and black for the plate. For the mirrors, we do have a few different options. We got the primary stock mirrors. Just gonna say it right off the bat. This thing looks like Dumbo, man. What is with the mirrors? Why are they so big? These things are huge. They look bigger than the headlights damn near. That's insane. Okay, so we got the street mirrors that we can change them to, or the secondary street mirrors or carbon. We also have the primary okay, what is with the mirrors on this car? They're weird. Oddly enough, the stock mirrors actually kind of do look the best, but I still really don't like them. But I'm gonna leave them because I don't know what to do with that. We got the primary trim diffuser. We also have that with the race diffuser. We have the secondary trim diffuser or secondary with the race diffuser as well. Secondary strakes diffuser. What does that do? Am I blind? Or does that not do anything? I don't know. And we also have that with the race diffuser. I guess we'll go for the secondary trim diffuser, I guess. For the respray color on this vehicle, I'm kind of thinking of going for like a British racing green of sorts. I feel like that could be kind of a cool color to go for, perhaps. I feel like we'll go olive green for the primary, and for the secondary, maybe like a gold to try to give it a little bit more of like a pop to it. And then for the secondary color, we'll keep in classic black, I think is gonna look the best. So we'll do that. For the interior color, oh dear. Maybe we'll just go black steel, something that's pretty dark. I think that's going to look good. We have the roll cage or the padded roll cage as an option for this. I'm not going to go for either of them. I don't really particularly love them. For the skirts, we have the primary stock skirt. We also have the stock with secondary trim. We have the plastic skirt or the skirt with primary trim. That's kind of cool looking. Skirt with secondary trim. We have the winged skirt, the primary winged skirt, or the winged skirt with secondary trim. I think I'm going to go for the Probably just stock, honestly. I think the stock is going to look the best. For the splitters, we got the primary splitter. We also have that with a secondary trim, which is kind of interesting. We have the large splitter. We have the primary large splitter. Large splitter is not like terrible, but it's like a little too aggressive. It's a little too big for my liking, so I will avoid that. We also have a bunch of other ones, like the winged ones, like the race car sort of looking ones. Not a huge fan of them, honestly. I think I'm going to keep it stock again. Like, not to be boring, but I just think it looks the best, so we'll just do that. For the wings, we got the custom wing, we got the carbon wing, we have the street wing, we have the carbon street wing, we got the tuner wing, the race wing, the competition wing, the chassis mounted wing, or the large chassis mounted wing as well. Not a big fan of like the super race car option, so I'm actually going to go no spoiler today, which is quite rare for me, but I am going to do that. For the vents, we have the primary wing vent, we have the secondary wing vent, we have the carbon wing vent, the badged wing vent, or the secondary badged wing vent, or the plastic badged wing vent. I'm going to go for the secondary. I think that's going to look pretty good. For the wheels, I actually really like the wheels on this thing. However, I think that I am going to go for probably some sport chrome wheels, and maybe we'll go for like the Mercies. I feel like that looks pretty classy on this car. I kind of like the look of it, so we'll do that. Bulletproof the tires for sure. We will do a light smoke on the windows, and I think that's going to be it for the customization. Let's go ahead and take this thing outside and see how it actually performs. It looks really good. I'm pretty happy with the color. I think the color has turned out very, very well. It feels so far like pretty much identical to the Dewbauchee like 770, but like a cross between it and the Spectre. We're gonna see how it does when we get into more of like a twisty turny sort of area like in the hills here. But so far it doesn't feel crazy. Like it kind of feels like cars that have existed in GTA for like quite some time. I will say it definitely seems like it has less understeer than a lot of the other Dewbachees I've driven, like the Rapid GT or the Massacro. As much as that pains me to admit it, both those cars do suffer from understeer pretty badly, and this thing actually feels pretty good. It definitely feels like it wants to oversteer more than understeer, which honestly is a good thing. I feel like it's way easier to control oversteer than understeer, so I will take it. I am almost regretting not lowering the car a little bit more. I feel like there is a pretty excessive amount of body roll that I'm getting with this, and I feel like that's not really helping the handling. I don't think that it's handling poorly at all, though. I think this is actually probably the best Dewbauchee car we have in the entire game, to be completely honest, which I don't think that's exactly shocking, because I think the last Dewbauchee car that was added was the Spectre, and that was a long time ago. So, or I guess the Champion would be the last car that was added by Dewbauchee. And this thing definitely feels better than the Champion, I would say. So that's good. It is kind of eating these corners, which is great. It feels relatively quick. I don't think it's as quick as the new Sentinel GTS. Definitely feels a little bit slower. It kind of reminds me of the Enos Paragon S a little bit, but like a rear-wheel drive version of that car. Which is not bad. That's a pretty quick car. It's a pretty fun car to drive. So definitely not saying anything bad about this thing by saying that. That's a tractor. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, honestly. I'm not disappointed with it. Is it worth $2.7 million? I don't think so. It is a sports car at the end of the day, and it's not HSW upgradable. I have found out. It does have a missile lock-on jammer, as do all of the other cars that were added with the new update today, so not really that special in that regard either. Overall, like, it's okay. You know, it's okay, but for 2.7 million, I don't really think it's worth that price point. It's a fun car, it's a nice car to drive, all of that stuff, but 2.7 mil seems really steep, in my opinion. So I would say you're probably going to want to avoid buying this thing at least day one. I'd maybe try to get it on sale whenever it goes on sale, probably in 3 to 6 months, something like that. But if you don't get it, you're not missing out. Like, there's a lot of cars that perform just as well as this thing does for a lot less money. So for that reason, I'd say probably avoid this thing. I don't think you really need it for 2.7 mil. I just don't think it's worth it. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say about the Dewbauchee Rapid GT X in Grand Theft Auto Online. Let me know what you think of my build in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, and consider subscribing if you guys are new. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Peace.